And I guess the guy's name was Charlie that owned this car. Charlie, if you didn't know it, stands for strong and manly. Be resolute and strong. Be not afraid and be not dismayed. Dang, there was rapping. Is that rapping in the Bible? Previously on Full Blast Garage. This is our 1969 Pontiac GTO that we picked up from my buddy Mike. What we thought we had was a 455 with a window in the side of the block. It's actually a 350 that we tried to get run, and it was just a little tired and been weathered. Let's just put it that way. But we had a 455 on the engine scan, ready to go. Pulled that old 350 out, swapped in the 455, got this thing running, driving, doing donuts and burnouts. Man, this is just the next step in the process. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Full Blast Garage. And on this one, since I finished my 1969 GTO and it's running and driving, let's jump into this 1969 Le Mans, Do It Before Poverty Tour. Nope, totally joking. I would never do that to myself. This thing's getting stripped for parts to finish up the old GTO. So let's go ahead and rip this thing apart. Put the stripping on full blast. That doesn't sound right at all. Nope. Just go out, do something that makes you happy, but make sure you're doing it on full blast. So if you're new to the channel, haven't been following the GTO, this is my 1969 GTO barn find that's been sitting since the 90s. It's a running driving car now. She's got a 455 with a turbo 400, the original turbo 400. It still worked somehow. I mean, we got a whole lot of things, to button up here, but I mean, take for instance, we got no windshield wipers, but, oh, that guy's got wipers and linkages. And then you pan over here and pay no attention to my flip seat. It does that every time you get out. But when you look, I mean, other than a dash that nothing works on and a Buick steering column, it's about all we got. I mean, but the headliner does look better than the one I put in the Chevelle, the brand new one, because I don't know what I'm doing. But we got no back seat. We got carpet that's pretty much condemned. It needs to be ripped out. I'm probably going to save the seat belts. I like those. But man, everything else has got to go. Saving that license plate. That's a body patch. But when you come over here, and this thing, I mean, I got it like this with no title, but I do have a title now, so the shell will be up for sale. I wanted the center lines, 16-inch, for all these A-bodies. And man, it's got a complete interior with a console shift. So I can take my old GTO that's got a Buick column shift on it, delete that, put the Pontiac column. I've got a better shifter that I can put in. I think it'll work. And just kind of go in and take everything. I mean, this is as good as it gets for $2,000, guys. Like, I think that's my total investment with a title. The buckets, the column. I'm going to take the trunk lid off, try and color match my other one at some point. Got centerline wheels, which, man, I don't know. I wouldn't sell those guys for like $600. You'd have to offer me more. And then I'm going to take the old beat up bumper because it matches the rest of the look of my GTO. Tail lights. Got me another body patch panel right there hanging on the end of it. But it's going to get stripped down. And we got four 6x9s in the back. I guess I could take those out and paint them black, put them in something eventually. But, you know, somebody really did take care of this car for a while, and then it was getting, guess what, guys? Guess what they were trying to do before it ended up getting parked for like 10 years? LS swap. I guarantee you some of y'all guessed it. They had a perfectly fine, you can see it's got small block Chevy mounts on it. They had perfectly fine 350, want to go LS, pull the motor, and that's where the project ended. And this is how I got it. So they probably took a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 car and turned it into a $1,500 car. So that's good car guy math. Because I mean, it was being driven up to 2017. But that's enough talking. Let's get to pulling the interior out. I kind of want to pull all that out, assess the floors. We got door panels, everything. You got to get it all. I mean, it's going to be cool having the LeMans emblem in my GTO on the doors, but this is as cheap a build as it gets. Like, I'm going low budget. I might spend some money on the exhaust and a disc brake kit. That's it. Everything else is stuff I'm scrounging up that's laying around. And the 455 was off marketplace for $1,500, and I just kind of churched it up here and there. But it's a strong runner, and it'll get off the line pretty good. Not a lot of top end. But yeah, let's go ahead and start tearing this LeMans apart. I guess breaking some Pontiac guys' hearts, maybe. I don't know. But it's got everything I need for that car, and we gotta get that car done. It's a GTO. This is a LeMans. All right, well, let me just say it. Ew. Get that out of the way. Oh, these back seats. Sometimes they can be a little finicky, which, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to climb in and wrestle it out. You need to push in and pull up. Oh, I'm probably getting diseased. What's gonna be under here, guys? Oh, I see. Pretty sure. I see mouse house. And lots of it. What in the world? Okay. We're good. We were up high enough. We were kind of up against a backstop. Oh my God. Well, it's not as bad as I've seen elsewhere. Got some change. Man, has somebody got an amp in this thing? We got some heavy boy wire. Good Lord. I don't know what that is. Oh. Uh-oh. Make that $1,499 we paid for this car? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some work on this guy. Now the back seat, we'll have to go get our impact. So there should be 2 bolts, the bottom of each side. I'm gonna go grab that, get this guy pulled out. So you pull the 2 bolts, pull up the seat, she should come right out. Well, I've had a little more progress on the back. Got both the back, I don't know, I guess you call those door panels, removed. These are probably the best regulators out of any A-body car I own. These windows go up just super smooth. Haven't uncovered any insane rust. We got these big old fat boy power cables going to the kicker amp that I removed, but man, they cut out the entire package tray to put those 4 6x9s back there. That's never a great thing to do. Just, you know, put them in the trunk or put the 2 in where they're supposed to go. Don't cut out the whole package tray. But went ahead too. I've been cleaning out our trunk here. Kind of got some treasures here and there. Removed the rear bumper. Already got it kind of placed over behind the GTO. But I mean, trunk floor, I mean, as any of the A bodies I've worked on lately, this is as good as it gets. I mean, the Chevelle was, you know, it looked like somebody shot it with a shotgun multiple times. But this car is rusty. I mean, the quarter's rusty. Got a little scrapage from unloading it. If y'all haven't seen that short, it's pretty funny. But I kind of didn't really care. I knew this car was going to be essentially just a parts car to strip the interior. But I'm going to start pulling front seats. And I'll see if I uncover any treasures like that old dirty sock over there. And I guess the guy's name was Charlie that owned this car. Charlie, if you didn't know it, stands for strong and manly. Be resolute and strong. Be not afraid and be not dismayed. Dang, they're rapping. Is that rapping in the Bible? For the Lord, your God, is with you everywhere you go. Joshua 1:9. Old Charlie. Strong and manly. Oh man, guys, I think we've uncovered the honey hole, and not just the one where the rats were living. Oh, we got some old Houston rat. Oh no. Lincoln Park. Let's see what Charlie's, because remember Charlie is strong and manly. He liked Lincoln Park. Guess, wait, that's 2 CDs stuck together. Nope. He was hiding it from his mama because she didn't want him listening to Fat Pat's greatest hits. Dang, this is a good one. If y'all don't know Fat Pat and you like rap music at all, listen to some Fat Pat. Lil Boozy. Classic. Oh, this is old Paul Wall, the People's Champ. Swishahouse. Man, this is some Acres Home stuff. Got Riding Dirty on it. Oh, Sitting Sideways. Great music video. Great music video showing off Houston. 3-6 Mafia. I don't know if I can tell from the back of this one. Wiz Khalifa is an executive producer. Is this the front of it? No. It's another back. I'm missing this one. Chopper City in the Ghetto. I think that's Master P there. Woo, we got some tunes to put on the boombox. That's about as best find as I've found lately. Pretty sure I looked at this before. Oh, that's the CD. That's the BG CD. We got A, and man, out of all the country singers to listen to, and you listen to all that Houston rap, Jason Aldean. All right. Is this Lady Antebellum? Please tell me Charlie was listening to Master P and then throwing on some Lady A. I don't know, but that would be really funny. But got both seats out, got a whole lot of stuff to clean up. So I'm going to kind of start scooping stuff out, gloves, putting gloves on, scooping stuff out. I'm going to work on removing this console, getting the shifter out. I'm not 100% sure how those T-handle shifters, I don't know if you lift and twist that retaining plate out or if that T-handle comes off the top. I don't know. I haven't removed one of these guys before. The round ones have like a little retainer inside you can pop out and it comes off straight up. But some of this stuff you can see it's been recovered. which it's fine. I don't care. It's going in that old beater GTO. It'll be just perfect. So I'm gonna keep working and put on some Houston wrap and just get to going. Well, as you can see here, got the console shifter, all the carpet removed. Still got to pull that door panel. But Charlie, let me tell you, buddy, you did not do me a service by gluing the entire carpet to the floor. No one should ever do that. So if you're having some tinting at the bottom of a footwell, maybe over the console, I'm not opposed to gluing. But if you're just gluing the entire carpet to the floor, you got a problem. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. That's a mistake. Just want to show that, give the update. I'm going to start working on pulling the dash, the column, and I mean, even the headliner is going to come out of this thing before I'm done. I've got a lot of the trim out, but we're taking her down to the studs. This is Chip Gaines on a demo day. We're taking her down. But I'll keep on working, give you guys an update. Man, this car is incredibly solid. If you can't see it, I mean, floors are in great shape. Trunk's in great shape. It's kind of sad that it's a LeMans and not a GTO. But somebody will take this from me and maybe build a race car or try and restore it or something. Or it's got a lot of parts that still, if you're building a GTO, you could still use. So somebody will be happy with at least having a good shell. Well, went ahead and pulled the center lines off of her. Those ain't going with this car, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the shell. I even took a little chrome drop, trim that goes between there, because I don't know how many GTOs that are missing that, but steering wheel went in sideways. I don't know exactly what went wrong, but I didn't ask any questions and it clamped down with enough force to at least turn the wheels. But I'm not pulling any more of the harness or anything. I think if I was going through the trouble of reusing a car that needed a harness, I'd probably just buy something generic, start from there. But she's stripped. And I left the headliner because these guys, you pretty much ruin them trying to take them out. The only thing I would probably want would be the metal strips all the way around, and I'll just buy those if I need them. But yeah, not a bad car. Somebody will have something to start a build with or build a race car. I don't know. These A-bodies, they make pretty much everything for all of them. Well, next step, start throwing some of these parts in the old GTO, get it a little more roadworthy. Got a flat tire right there if you can't tell. It's fine all the way to right there. But I gotta jump in and do some cleaning. I don't want to mess with anything till I get all this stuff ripped out. Already got the Pontiac floor shift column in it. So when I swapped the columns between the Buick and the Pontiac. And I just got to pull the dash, clean some stuff up. And the actual key, she works now. So it was something with the ignition switch. I mean, I've had that happen to me twice lately where I had 12 when I went to start, and then at a later time went back, nothing. Checked the voltage, nothing. It's like the ignition switch dies in front of my eyes. So I've had that happen twice lately. So plug the new ignition switch in, we're fine. Even the horn, I can hear the relay clicking, but the actual horn's dead. But we'll fix this car, and then before I call the video, I think I'm gonna do some redneck body work, because the rear end's looking like Jerry Jones's eyeballs, like it's going up. They've been pulled tight, pushed in. You know, it's slanted up, slanted up. So I'm gonna tie a chain or a strap or something around that and just kind of pull on it a little and see what happens. I mean, I don't think it could make it any worse. I mean, if it does make it worse, at least I have that other car. I could cut that stuff out and reuse it if I had to. I mean, I'd have to cut it all the way back to the quarter too on each side, because that's kind of where, I mean, it's really even more than the quarter where it starts to tilt. But hopefully reversing the impact might do something. Well, it's all stripped. Got the floor cleaned up. All the rust spots I found, I went ahead and just put some converter on them. We had 2 to 3 tiny little holes passenger side under the heater core, super normal. Went ahead and deleted on the AC box and used a scrap piece of Camaro fender I had and screwed that hole down, sealed it up. Then I just got a piece of pipeline coating covering up the heater core holes. All that stuff's gonna get redone in the future when I add AC to this car. But just needed to go ahead and delete on that. It makes everything a lot easier having that out of the way. Then another big deal, setting this floor shifter. So this car was a column shift forever. It's original GTO column shift, not a lot of them. So I had to drill a hole, mount the back. I've fabricated a mount for the front for it to rest on, and then there's a mount back here and a mount up there in the front that the console sits on. So you need all those things, and you gotta have some pretty decent measurements to make it all line up right. Oh, got a train coming. All right, train has passed. And then in the back here, on this side, we did have holes. So I laid some carbon down and resin, cleaned it up. This is at least gonna seal it, stop it from corroding any further. If you guys have never used this stuff before, it's incredibly strong. Like, I put it over here just to have it. This side had no holes, but it was weak. You could see it was flexing. But I mean, this stuff, you hear how this metal sounds, and you can flex it. You can flex it up and down, almost like you're dribbling a little tiny basketball. This side, you got nothing. There's no flex, there's no give. This side, you can make it go up and down. This stuff is incredibly strong, so strength, not really worried about it. I just wanted something to seal, you know, the exhaust gases out of the car. But I'm gonna grab the carpet first, and then we're gonna start throwing a back seat in this thing. Carpet, back seat, and then back panels. Gently used and pre-pooed upon. All right, I bet y'all didn't know, because I just saw this for the first time, but I don't know if you guys can see it through the glass, but we have the wood paneling rear deck option in the '69 GTO. Incredibly rare. Only a few of these probably exist today, but woo-wee, we're gonna be keeping that. That is 100% someone did that in the 80s. All right, so now we need to grab our black and gray seat to go in our green and rusty car. One day we will recover everything, but it's just not gonna be today. So hopefully this guy just falls right to where it's supposed to go. No. There's some hooks back here. The seat, literally, it just... All right, come on. I know you exist. So that one hooked. No, it didn't. We're missing something. I feel like this thing got recovered in the fabric. Probably a little bit lower. Than normal. All right. Just gonna have to wrestle it. So we're okay over there. We got one hook here that's not cooperating at all. Oh, I think our paneling option was interfering with us here. All right, I guess that's just gonna ride like that. Doesn't look too good. You can see some daylight through it, but I think there's been some custom work done on the back here, and I don't feel like fixing any of that right now. Now we just got to screw down the bottom. You got a screw on each side here. We'll attach that and I'll grab the bottom. All right, so don't be like me and put your back seat in before you do your door panels, because then you realize you got to pull the back seat back out, put the door panels on. That's the smart and right way to do it. And while you're in there, go ahead and bolt your seat belts up while you got a little bit of room. I mean, I know a lot of folks that have these old cars, they don't put any back seat belts in them. I don't think anyone hardly ever rides in the back of these muscle cars anymore. But it just adds another layer of things you got to manage here. So I'm trying to get them all kind of resting. Well, yeah, I got the rest on the top here, kind of run over this ridge. This seat is designed a hair bit different than my Chevelle seat, that's for sure. All right, we're getting there. I think this one actually might fit tighter the way it's made. Of course, there's just gross stuffing coming out everywhere. Now on these guys, there's a little wire. You gotta push it down. And then I don't know if you need to pull it forward on these. Maybe just a hair. And that gets it locked in. There we go. Brand new seats. Pebble Beach concourse, here we come. Let's get all our seatbelt links the exact same. There we go. They don't look like they're spaced out right for humans sitting on them. I don't know. Whatever. That's all the bolt holes. That's where these are gonna go. But you guys can tell the seat's got some, I don't know. It almost looks mildewy, but we're gonna come in and like deep clean everything before I'm really driving this. And there's like goo. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. The car had sat outside for years and never been covered or under anything, so who knows how many times this interior has been wet cycled and left wet, and we just need to clean it. So I'm gonna work on, I think, getting the dash in. So dash, I'm gonna drop in. There's a couple bolts over here, like 3, bolt over there. You got 3 bolts up top, and this thing drops right in. The speedo cable I'm gonna have to do a little rigging on, because I don't know, it's too small for the speedo, but I think I can glue it on and make it work and make it engage. We'll see, but if not, I'll just have to order another one, because this is supposed to be for A bodies, but it's way too small. But I'm gonna toss that guy in there and maybe clean up my gooey steering wheel too. But man, adjusting that shifter to be in park took quite a while. I even had to change out the little, I guess that's the shift lever on the transmission. The one that was on it was just a little bit worn out and it wouldn't engage all the way. So I had to find another good one off a bad transmission I had laying around, and everything's happy now. But dash in, we'll probably tackle console. I gotta leave these door panels off till the very end because I'm getting door locks. I'd rather do those right now than have to take the door panel off at a later date, but we'll see. The shipment don't come early enough, we might just be driving this thing around the way it is with no door panels. Well, our stack of parts here is getting smaller. Some of this stuff is phase 2 parts, so it doesn't really concern us just yet, but consoles in, front seat belts, at least the strap part, not the retractable part. That'll be last, because you bolt that in, that thing's gonna be stabbing you every time you get in and out of the car. You got that thing sitting on the ground. But I'm gonna grab the passenger seat, drop it in. I'm still waiting on my door locks. FedEx is gonna be dropping those guys off, and they're pretty good about coming early, at least to here. All right, so go ahead and muscle this seat in. And I don't know why, I mean, maybe just because my Chevelle seats were in such bad shape, but I had to use, you know, open in, box in wrenches and any kind of extension I could find, and voodoo magic, all the things to get them lined up. And man, it was that easy. So these have 3 posts and 1 hole for a bolt. So I got everything slid as far forward as possible so I can hit the back legs here with the impact, slide her back, hit the fronts with the impact. We should have enough to do it. That's how I took them out of that LeMans, so it's a little bit better setup than the Chevelle. So we got our first seat in, and I mean, maybe if the sun hits that gray long enough, it'll fade it like a hunter green, maybe. No, I'm totally colorblind, so it kind of doesn't bother me too much, but it is contrasting greatly between this and the color of the car. But we'll figure something out eventually. I'll get an upholstery kit, but at least, man, we got really solid frames to build off of. That's something I did not have with the Chevelle. Those were the worst seat frames I've ever worked with in my entire life to try and rebuild. I mean, I've taken stuff out that's really bad, but to actually try and save it, that was the worst. Had to hit it in high horse mode. Let's see. Come on now. All right. 2. Now we slide back. Nope. Don't slide that far back. Let's still line up, please. All right. Still lined up. We're gonna slide them back, hit these guys with the impact. Then I'll get the driver's side in also. So we're getting real close, but you guys see how the carpet ends, and we just got firewall up there. We're gonna have to put some sound deadening or something. It looks kind of funny, but whatever. We're getting there. It's a project, folks. Not a show car. All right, seat installed. I ain't got to sit on a 5-gallon bucket or a Catalina seat. It's got a bent seat frame that I had to prop up with 2x4s so I could sit straight. I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. We're getting there. Well, FedEx dropped off the locks, so go ahead and jump. Oh. All right. Door panel time. Got the locks. Went ahead and threw those guys on. This guy just essentially sits like this. And I got no idea how off these screws are or what. This car had essentially nothing on it. So we'll see. We can get something lined up, get it started, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to attach a door panel to this car. Okay, you'd like that one. This one's still to be determined if it'll stay in the gun. So I try and get them started, maybe just loosely. And we definitely got a gap there where you're gonna see, oh, the door panel, or the inside of it, I guess. But I was using previous holes. And that sucked it up a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to root around here a little while. Oh, I think that's it. And you don't want to go crazy on those guys. I mean, it is what you're grabbing and closing, and you can kind of see the alignment. It's a little off right here, but that's because we're using the existing screw holes that were on the GTO, and this came off a different car, and they're probably a little different between each one. I'm sure GM didn't have the greatest, you know, quality control back then. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and hit it with some self-tappers down here. That's what it originally had. And then I'll kind of make an executive decision I might shoot 1 or 2 on the back and front. The Chevelle door was so rusted. I don't know if you guys saw, like I had to do self-tappers. All the original mounting points were gone, so I kind of made my own. I tried to do it as uniform as possible to make it look like it's supposed to be like that. But I'll do something similar to this. You know, this one, at least it lays down really well on the door. The Chevelle, man, I had to tap up top because it was kind of bowing, just wasn't a lot of support. But I'll go ahead, start on the inside, work my way out, some self-tappers, and we'll have a door panel, and then I'll jump over, tackle the driver, and I do not have my glove box door. That is, I think, it. Got to put that on. I got like the little steering column cover. I'm looking at the rest of my junk I have over here. I got the little carpet piece I need to put on. Goes over by the accelerator pedal and the brake. And as far as inside goes, she's done. All right, guys, this is kind of the final form, at least of what we got done today. So glove box lid is in the mail, so that's not big. Slap that guy on. This is kind of stage 1, and I would call it complete at that. We get a glove box door on, we're just gonna kind of cruise this thing. I got some little things here and there I want to do. I'm gonna install all new brake lines. After bleeding the brakes and letting everything sit for a while, there's still some liquid looking spots on the line. So I'm thinking I'm getting some seeps, because I originally thought maybe I just spilled brake fluid on it, or from the bleeding process, sprayed them down, but I think everything's just kind of leaking. So all new brake lines coming in, and then exhaust. I'm gonna put exhaust on this guy, and then it's just kind of getting a hood from a junkyard, getting the tail lights on and the rear bumper that we stole off the LeMans. And man, I think I'm just gonna kind of run it a little crushed right now. I know they don't resell this taillight panel, so I would have had to have cut it out the other car, or we can weld on stuff here and pull kind of from the center, but that might be a professional job. I'm not sure I want to attempt it. I thought I might attempt it, but then I looked, and when you can't buy those panels, I think I might just leave it be. But man, I'm super happy with how the cars turned out. Hope you guys like it. I mean, this is, you know, about as cheaply put together running, driving GTO that's, I don't know. I mean, it's comfortable. It's not totally clapped out. The drivetrain's really good. We're gonna fix the brakes. So, I don't know. I gotta be one of the cheapest GTOs on the road. That's for sure. And before we go, why don't we just crank up the old 455 and let the Pontiac sing. See what she sounds like. And I did get an air filter today in the mail. So we got air filter. And it's got a headlight switch now. The wiper switch, of course, the motor doesn't work, but let's go ahead. No pumps. Let's just see what she'll do. Woo! Get her off high idle. She's cold. Sounds a little lopey. Definitely need to get some exhaust on it. Console shifter. Yep. We got gears. Amazing. And I've adjusted on park about as much as you can, and you just kind of power past it with the key, or you can twist the column here just a hair. I've adjusted and adjusted, and you can still turn the key off, but there's a little bit of a tight spot, and I don't like that. You turn it off, you can pull it out, but if you twist just a hair, the key comes out perfect. So I think something's worn out. There's a bushing or something that's just wiggling. No matter how much I adjust it, it ain't fixing it. But next video, this thing will be totally put together and finished. All right, guys, thank you again for watching another video on the GTO. This thing, man, I don't know what the plans are for it, but it's gonna be a running, driving car that we take places. So be on the lookout for a real ratty GTO. So it's gonna be out there. And also be on the lookout for some merch. Man, we got just a very small run of hats and shirts if you're extra large. But we'll be bringing all this stuff with us on Poverty Tour. I mean, and it's limited, like it's not a lot of stuff. So this is, we're trying different places and seeing the print process, how stuff comes out. And if you guys like something that you see me wearing, please tell us, like, let me know, because I'm trying to be like the guinea pig testing out some of the merch here. But again, appreciate all y'all watching. And if you could, like, comment, subscribe. We always love interaction with the channel, and I try and interact with you guys as much as I possibly can. I try to answer every comment and go back and forth. If you're taking the time to watch a video that I put together, then you deserve a little bit of my time to answer your question or just interact with you. That's honestly the way I feel about it. And again, you know, until you see me again, just go out, do something that makes you happy, but make sure you're doing it on full blast. I'll see y'all later.